Welcome to another episode of A Breath of Fresh Jacob, where I didn't do my spin in because today's topic is odd. Also, I'm a little stuffy today, deal with it. So today's question comes from Misfit AF and asks, quite recently, Microsoft has bought Activision-Blizzard for a gigantic sum of money, which means that, if the deal were to be approved by the authorities, it would make Microsoft the third biggest gaming company in the world. This acquisition also comes at a time where Activision-Blizzard is regarded as one of the most scummy gaming companies by many people because of the massive amount of sexual misconduct cases within the company. What is your take on the acquisition, and do you think that the purchase by Microsoft is good for gaming as a whole? I'm going to allow Charles to go ahead and add his meme that I love oh so much. That was 2 questions.
You broke the rules.
There's a lot to unpack here, but I don't want to spend too much time on it because this is one of those questions that has a lot of controversy around it. So I'm going to do my best to stick to facts for the most part. So a lot of you may remember that Microsoft purchased Bethesda a while back. People still debate on whether or not that was a good or a bad thing. I'm pretty indifferent on it myself. A lot of you already know I'm not the biggest fan of Sony now. I used to love Sony when I was a kid, like PS1, PS2, and some of PS3 era. I was all Sony. Like PS1 and PS2 were like my go-to systems. Now, not so much. Microsoft has been buying up a lot of companies, like a lot of game devs and a lot of companies. Now with Activision-Blizzard, this is a massive purchase. It not only includes Activision and Blizzard, which means they're going to have Overwatch and Call of Duty and StarCraft and Diablo. It also includes King, which means they're going to own Candy Crush. Now, I would guess that most of you probably don't play Candy Crush, but it is a ridiculously popular game with an insane amount of revenue. Now, before we even talk about the revenue aspect of this, it is important to note that if you were not aware of this, Microsoft is the 27th most valuable company on the planet. A lot of people don't realize that, but they have a shitload of money. The part that you asked, Misfit, that was a question, what is your take on the acquisition? And do you think that the purchase by Microsoft is good for gaming as a whole? Here's the thing. This is dangerous. It is a very dangerous purchase. There's going to be a lot of legal stuff. There's going to be antitrust stuff. Department of Justice and the FTC are definitely going to be like checking this out. It may not go through, yada, yada, et cetera, et cetera. But ignoring all of the legal stuff, all of the political stuff, do I think that this is a good thing for gaming? And I have to say yes.
Oh my God. I am never going to financially recover from this.
There's a lot of potential conflict of interest. There's a lot of potential bad things that can happen here. But as bad as Activision-Blizzard has been lately, this could be what helps keep the company from dying. There's a lot of people out there that like the IPs that Activision-Blizzard holds. Hell, I like Call of Duty. More so the older ones, but I still like Call of Duty. I enjoyed what I played of Diablo 3. Overwatch was pretty fun when I played it with friends. Like, there's a lot of good IPs out there. And hell, Activision Blizzard also owns Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, and oh my God, those are some of my favorites, like, from growing up. I want more done with that, and if Phil Spencer's going to bring those back, hell yeah. Also, I believe Activision holds the rights to Guitar Hero, so if we get a new Guitar Hero out of it, I mean, hell yes. Can't stream it because of DMCA, whatever. Now, to be fair, Activision Blizzard did fire a bunch of people right around the time that this was announced that Microsoft was buying them. I haven't dug into details on that, so I can't really tell you whether they fired the correct people. But overall, I do think that it's a good thing just because Activision Blizzard's kind of scummy, and maybe Microsoft can fix that. I don't know. I hope. This could blow up. This could be like the worst thing ever. But for right now, I'm going to say it's a good thing. I may look back at this video in 6 months and be like, oops. That's how the internet goes, Speaking of the internet, just as a fun fact, if you guys didn't know this, the Department of Justice actually sued Microsoft back in the 90s because of Internet Explorer. The operating systems that Microsoft made back then, they all included that for free. It was an antitrust thing. It's like, hey, you have to use our browser. We're including it for free. You don't need anybody else. And in fact, other ones aren't going to work as well on our operating system, so you should just use ours. And the Department of Justice is like, fix it. So Microsoft was like, okay, and they made it easier to run other Internet Explorer type programs on their operating systems, which is why it's easy as shit to install Google Chrome and Firefox, and also why nobody uses Windows Explorer because it's garbo. It's not even called that. It's Internet Explorer, but whatever. It's not even called that anymore. It's like Edge. Yeah, because Microsoft's so edgy. Anyway, I like Xbox. Microsoft, I'm iffy on. I know that obviously they're one and the same in a way. But you know what I mean. But hey, if you didn't know that, now you do. That's pretty cool. I guess if I had to think of anything else, this does kind of remind me of when Disney was like, hey, we're just going to buy Marvel. And look, we got Star Wars and we're just going to buy a bunch of stuff from Fox. It's going to be fun. And they did. And everybody's like, they have a monopoly on Hollywood. And I'm over here like, I don't fucking care. Now, this is like that situation, but for gamers. It's like, do we care? We're going to find out. Like, is this going to go through? If it does, is it going to be good or is it going to be bad? People are going to be up in arms about this for at least a few weeks. And I'm sure I'm going to hear lots of opinions about it, but I like hearing opinions as long as they're constructive, which, by the way, if you have opinions, comments, be nice, be constructive, be positive. I haven't dug super deep into this, so there may be things that I've missed that you noticed, and I would like to hear about it, you know? But of course, keep it clean. So I hate to say, but I think that's all I've got for this one. This is like an ongoing development, talking about it like at the very beginning of when everything's going on. I don't have a whole lot extra to add. We may talk about this over on Twitch some more as the situation develops and as we see whether or not it's actually gonna, you know, work. That's all I've got for you guys today. My sucks. So thanks for watching. Share it, especially with people that you think would like to hear my opinions on this whole thing. And we'll see how my opinions change as time moves on. So that should be interesting. But thanks for watching. And just remember, Zydrate goes in a little glass vial. We'll see you next time.